got emailed a copy of a newspaper article, and in it, two things bothered me. Number one, it said that Commissioner Sullivan was standing up for his principles. That was the purpose for withholding those records. And number one, if you're gonna stand up for your principles, do it with your own wallet. I don't think that the public should end up having to pay for your principles. It's really good to take action when somebody else has to suffer the consequence for it. So I guess my comment will be that was a pretty expensive pizza, and it's just stupid. And again, Austin and Johnson do nothing, which is about what they're worth. And you also went on to say that you're an advocate for open government. So I'm wondering, why didn't you disclose the records then? The recent things that come to mind that run contrary to that are the meeting that you had with the county administrator to write you guys yourselves a check for $20,000 to fund your retirement. Was the public advised that you were going to get together and talk about that? Was that in the agenda for that day? That I could have looked through there and said, oh, they're going to talk about taking care of themselves. And I could have come and taken and listened to that. But no, it wasn't in the agenda. There wasn't any indication to the public that that's what you were going to do. You just meet in the afternoon with the county administrator, and the public has no idea what you're going to talk about because you don't want to advise them of what you're doing. And then you write yourselves a check for $20,000. So I mean, I'm having a hard time figuring out why that makes you an advocate for open government. When you meet without notice to the public of what you're going to talk about. And you've told me many times before, even at some of these afternoon sessions, that the Public Record or Public Meetings Act doesn't require you to tell us what you're going to talk about. And that's correct. But anybody that really wants to call themselves an advocate for open government would be telling people what they're going to be talking about. And now the new scam is we actually list off a few things, and then we got this little caveat at the bottom, miscellaneous topics. And that's the new scam. So we can slide whatever we need to slide in there, depending on who's sitting in the audience. So again, you're no advocate for open government. You're a secret for open government. You're nothing more than somebody that promotes secrecy, a lack of transparency, and a waste of public tax dollars.
And as you know, the actions were fully noticed and done openly, and you can read about that in the articles in the Leader on the subject. Anybody else?